Yo, what's up everyone? I'm not a sociologist, nor a professional by any means, but I think we can see that there's a real problem going on, and we need to talk about it. People today are more atomized and alienated from each other than ever before. We've made promises to fulfill the enlightenment of liberty, equality, fraternity, and democracy. And though we do good work with our discussions on equality and liberty, as well as democracy, we must also talk about brotherhood, or fraternity. Together, we can remedy this, first by discussing the problems, and then, in another video, talking about solutions. If you're on the left, you'll likely know most of this already, but it remains necessary information to ensure we all start from the same place. The solutions are a much more interesting area to explore in my personal opinion, but it is always important to first understand where the problem is and why the problem exists. I want to start with wages and opportunities. The Economic Policy Institute, link in the description, put out data on the productivity pay gap. If you look at the graph, productivity rose by 69.3%, nice, but wages only rose by 11.6%. These numbers aren't meaningless. You can see this in the real world. College, cars, houses, all take more working hours to pay for than they did a long time ago. And the only reason we can afford them today is because we all take loans. So I have to ask, how do we expect the average person to hang out with their friends? Really? I mean, most of your money goes to your basic needs. A lot of it is probably going to pay off debts. You can't go out with people. It's made impossible because of the way we've set things up. People are separated today in part because all of our bosses are paying us less and working us more. Wow. There is more to this, of course. For all I talk about bosses and the wealthy elites, I do still have an appreciation for a certain kind of small business owner, the kind that understands that workers are important, and respects their boundaries and wishes. If you have one of these business owners, count yourself fortunate, but know that, in the end, they are likely to be outcompeted. Let's take Amazon. Amazon has outcompeted and closed many major institutions, malls, and small businesses all across our country. If you live in rural areas or know people who do, you've almost certainly heard stories about Main Street stores closing or small businesses going under. It's just the way it goes. This is how the system works. Amazon outcompetes and extracts larger and larger profits out of their workers. Closing your local businesses, putting people out of work, providing less jobs than they destroy, and paying nearly nothing in taxes. Okay, so no one has any time, any money, and all the nice local places are getting closed down. There's more to it, but if you just said that, you would describe the vast majority of the problem. I phrased these 2 points as separate in my script, but to be truthful, these and many others are part of the same mechanism. We get the name of this from Karl Marx, who called it alienation. I would encourage you to read a bit more about it. I know I can't do it justice as a non-professional. A link is in the description. I have one other point to cover, and it relies on the stopgap we have created as a society. I run a Discord server where I play games with friends. Favorites include Stellaris, 100% Orange Juice, Fallout New Vegas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and many more. Stellaris cost around $20 and was gifted to me, and I've got 208.8 hours in the short time I've had it. How many movie tickets do you think I'd have to buy to get that much time? How many times do you think I could eat out with a friend? Excluding ridiculous things like just getting one chicken sandwich for the two of us from McDonald's. I think you get where I'm going here. When people have less money and less time, they turn to goods that cost less and require less. Video games are one such thing, because once you have them, you have them. You can keep playing them again and again, racking up hours of enjoyment, requiring a comparatively small investment to get what would be the same thing from cinema. You don't even have to commute to play them. So we play online, sometimes with friends, sometimes not. We watch videos and we take what time we can find at home that we have before we return to our workplace all over again, to sell our labor to continue the existence we can barely maintain. It's depressing, but it's the truth. Okay, so what are we to do? Truthfully, I can't say I know the perfect path forward. I have some ideas, and I'll cover them in part 2, but the solutions of society that work will come from all of us, not just me. So let me know if you have anything you want to add. I also have a Discord, you can check that out. Link in the description. We're always looking for new people to discuss subjects like this, or just to chill and grow together. I think that's all for today. I hope you have a good day, comrade.
しいアイテムかしら。